All right, welcome back to Beyond the Label. I'm Ruby, and as always, I have Eric joining me from across the pond. Eric, you ready to talk about smart money moves today?
Absolutely, Ruby. And frankly, this one hit close to home for so many listeners. Managing a budget is tough enough, but when you add in, say, medical equipment costs or unpredictable support needs, it's a whole different ballgame.
Totally. That's why we're starting with the basics, making budgeting approachable. Now, I know spreadsheets scare people off, but you don't have to be a maths wizard. The envelope system is perfect for anyone who likes physical things. Just label your envelopes for things like rent, food, and, doctors, or that coffee habit you just can't break.
That's true. And if you lean more digital, if you're already on your phone all day, apps like Money Brilliant here in Australia, or Mint if you're listening from the States, can really help. They're free, and you can actually set them up to alert you when you're getting close to, say, your medical supply budget.
Yeah, and just being honest about spending is half the battle. It's so easy to underestimate tiny things. You grab a taxi when trains aren't running, or you need a last-minute piece of equipment, and suddenly your plan for the week is, a distant memory.
Exactly. And, one of our listeners, Lisa from Manchester, she uses a checklist system because some costs are just unpredictable. She told us she actually lists her regular income, then goes line by line. Rent, food shops, and always a line for unexpected health stuff. She said having that safety net, even if it's small, means she doesn't panic if her wheelchair needs a quick fix or her support worker cancels at the last minute.
That's so real. And checklists just feel less intimidating than one giant monthly statement, right? I like the idea of making it visual too. Stickers or whatever helps keep it from feeling like homework.
And making sure to review it every week or so means it's easier to keep on track, especially when unexpected expenses pop up, which, let's be honest, they always seem to do.
So once you've wrangled your budget, and I say wrangled because, mate, sometimes it's like herding cats. The next hurdle is benefits. I get so many questions from people stressing about losing their NDIS plan in Australia or worrying about social security rules in the States or PIP over in the UK.
And it's complicated, isn't it? Each country has its own system. In the UK, PIP, Personal Independence Payment, supports extra daily costs if you have a long-term health condition, but it comes with reporting requirements. If you start working a few extra hours, you have to let them know. Failing to do that can mean overpayments, which you later have to pay back, or even interruptions in your benefits.
And the NDIS is just as tricky. My cousin Liam almost lost part of his plan because he took a casual side job and, totally spaced on telling them. The good news is there's a process to fix it. He called his planner, filled in an income change form, and made sure all his overtime was reported from then on. It's fiddly, but honestly, way better than getting a scary letter in the mail later.
That's the big takeaway for all these systems, really. Whether it's SSDI in the US, NDIS, or PIP. Keep records, report changes quickly, and if you're not sure, call or check the official website. And if you do miss something, don't stick your head in the sand. Rectifying it early is much less stressful and you're likely to keep your support on track.
And don't be afraid to ask questions either. The paperwork is designed to be, not exactly user-friendly. If you get stuck, support organisations can walk you through how to fill out forms or even sit on the call with you so you're not going it alone.
Absolutely, and building on our last episode about planning for stability, ongoing vigilance really pays off. It's not just about what you get initially. Keeping support means updating your info. Yes, even when it's a pain. All right, so if your essentials are covered and your benefits are steady, what's next? It's thinking bigger. How can you build some independence? In the US, there are ABLE accounts which let you save and invest money above the usual benefits cap without losing eligibility. In Australia, special disability trusts serve similar purposes, helping you accumulate assets while still protecting your entitlements.
And way too many people don't even know those exist, but they're huge if you want to save for something, like maybe you're dreaming of running a little business or finally moving out on your own. Some organisations, like the Disability Advocacy Network here in Australia, or SCOPE, have people who'll actually walk you through the first steps for free, or connect you to supported decision-making services if you want more control but not all the stress.
That support can make all the difference. And I want to bring in Jamie's story, a visually impaired entrepreneur we heard from. He used local grants and one of those match savings programs to get his micro business off the ground. He started with small, manageable steps. But because he used the right tools and advice, he kept his benefits intact. I think that really shows this stuff isn't just for the big guys. It's possible to have a safety net and build something of your own, step by step.
Exactly. And because the rules can change, like suddenly the asset threshold gets updated or there's a new kind of grant, you really want to check in with these organisations regularly. They'll give you the heads up so you're not caught out by something sneaky. Plus, it's way less daunting when you're not figuring it all out solo.
And look, reaching out for that help is not a weakness. It's a smart move. And honestly, most people are amazed at what's available once they ask.
So this all leads to, I guess, feeling more confident, yeah? When you've got a plan that actually makes sense for you, not just some generic thing you find online. Start with small, realistic goals like, saving $50 a month or just tracking daily spending for 2 weeks. That's totally valid.
Couldn't agree more, Ruby. And growing your confidence often means building your financial literacy toolkit. There are workshops just for disabled adults, sometimes run by local councils or groups like the National Disability Institute. Online courses too. And don't forget support groups. Sometimes those chats are where you hear about the grants you didn't know existed or a clever new budgeting app.
And if you ever hit a wall, like a bank or a government office is giving you the runaround, you don't have to settle. You can absolutely advocate for your needs. We've talked in other episodes about self-advocacy skills. They're just as important here. Sometimes it's as simple as asking for forms in large print or requesting a support person for meetings.
That's right. Don't be afraid to ask questions, request accommodations, or bring someone along for support. The more you practice those conversations, the more likely you are to get what you need, and the less stressful the whole process becomes.
All right, that's our time for today. We hope you've snagged a couple of ideas you can put into action straight away. After all, money's not about numbers. It's about making your life work for you, one choice at a time. Thanks for tuning in to Beyond the Label.
Brilliant chatting with you, Ruby, as always. And thank you to everyone listening. Remember, we've got more practical tips and more incredible stories coming your way next week. Take care.
See you then, Eric. Bye, everyone.